How do Africans kiss?
How do Africans kiss? I don't know. I don't really see Africans kiss.
I don't think Africans kiss, really, now that I think about it.
How do they kiss? I don't think I've seen one, well, a couple kiss before. Well, a couple of Africans kiss before, so it's a little hard to answer that question.
I think for me, Africans kiss secretly.
No, I'm not. I'm not comfortable watching them kiss. And I think that is probably attributed to the environment in which I was raised.
Black people kissing in general is not weird to me, but specifically when I watch, for example, Nigerian films and I see Nigerian people kissing, I'm always like, that doesn't quite, I don't know, something weird about that. I don't know why, but it just is.
How do Africans kiss?
Compared to Europeans, very badly. To be honest, because it's not, kissing is not part of African culture. It's European culture, and we did borrow some stuff to complete our love. But honestly, we are bad kissers.
How do Africans kiss?
I wouldn't say passionately.
Timidly.
We kiss. I think. Do you
I
want to take
think
this?
it all depends on the exposure, outside exposure, where you live, how you're brought up, and everything. In the rural areas, I didn't see any kissing going on. I haven't experienced it. In the city, parties and stuff like that, we see kissing somewhat similar. But in general, we held our emotions and we don't express it as much as it needs to be expressed.
Exactly.
With the younger generations, I think there's definitely a little bit of spice when they kiss. They're not shy about kissing anymore. They're a little bit expressive, depending on what continent they're on as well. I think it's important to sort of showcase that. I don't see that many couples in Nigeria who are of my generation kissing in public, or whether it's just a little peck on the cheek. But I do see couples here in the States who are a little bit more expressive.
I became a good kisser when I arrived here in America. I became a good kisser. My first time, it's almost like have a tongue in my mouth. It's like a meat in my mouth. That was something like, I gotta pull what is that? It wasn't comfortable. And after 2-3 times trying to educate myself, about tongue in my mouth, it's almost like you wanna throw up, but today it's a pleasure. But it takes time about the mind and the body to accept, because you reject, because you never had that exposure. You gotta be exposed and trying to understand it and then accept it, saying it's a pleasure.
Can you show me Ethiopian kiss?
That's it.
This would be a husband and wife's official kiss in front of others. I think that's what my dad told me.
How do you like to be kissed?
I like to be kissed slow, tender, soft.
Are my parents going to see this video?
Yeah, sensually, passionately.
Probably on my lips, probably on my cheek.
For me, it's one of those things where it's just an emotional, deep, slow I call it energy, I call it soul, so it has to be very, very soft. It has to come from like somewhere deep and somewhere in between, like just somewhere deep in your soul, and just having that whole sensation coming in. Okay.
What would you like his hands to be?
His hands? Ooh. On my bum, I have to say.
How do you like to be kissed?
Passionately. And maybe aggressively, depending on the situation, I guess.
I always start off my kissing gradually. I don't just jump into kiss. I make the heart connection. And when I said heart connection, I look straight down into my lover one's eyes. I started off with sharing the body together, then it followed by the kiss.
When was your heart last broken?
My heart was last broken about 2 months ago.
What happened?
I broke up with a man that I really loved.
Then when was your heart last broken?
I guess maybe like 9 months ago.
What happened?
Well, I really don't want to talk about it.
When did you last feel loved?
The same time my heart was broken, 9 months ago.
Can you tell me about that?
No, I really don't want to talk about it.
I can smile now when I tell you that it was when my kids were buried. But the reason why I smile is because I feel strengthened by the love my husband has for me and by my faith in God. So that was when my heart was last broken, when I buried my children.
Everything is love in Africa, starting from birth, starting, being a teenager, elder, even when you pass away. It's love. If I take like a Ghana, one of the country, I can take an example about funeral. It's amazing how many days it takes to get the body ready. That person is gone, but you see the love and the connection there, and all of these colors, and seeing that body going underground, 6 feet under, and it's so much love, so much passion, and elders never forgotten, they are there, they are part of the young generation life. They are, everything, and it's love. I can keep going. Love is not just tongue in the mouth. To me, it's deeper than that, So tongue in the mouth is one part of love to me. So it depends how you see it. Thank you.